Why are grocery bills so out of control? You plan your list, skip the extras, hunt for deals, but somehow the total still punches you in the gut. Here's why. Over 30% of what the average American spends at the supermarket, that's more than $2,000 a year, goes to products you shouldn't even be buying. Not junk, not luxuries, just everyday items designed to rip you off. In this video, we're exposing the 10 grocery products you need to avoid at all costs. Let's get into it. 10. Marinated or injected meats. You walk into the meat section, spot a shiny, juicy steak, and think, that looks perfect for dinner. But here's what most grocery stores don't want you to know. That mouth-watering shine? It's not flavor, it's filler. Most marinated or enhanced meats are injected with a solution of water, sodium, preservatives, and sometimes chemicals you can't even pronounce. The kicker: they sell it to you by weight. That means you're literally paying for added liquid instead of meat. Let that sink in. You're handing over hard-earned money for water. Have you ever tossed a steak on the grill, watched it shrink in size, and wondered where all the meat went? That's not your imagination. It's the injected solution cooking off. What started as a thick, tender cut becomes a sad, shrunken disappointment. And taste? It's often flat, salty, and artificial. Grocery stores rely on the average shopper not reading the label closely. So next time you see contains up to 12% solution, know this: you're not getting a deal. You're getting duped. You deserve better than paying steak prices for salt water. Let me ask you, when was the last time you checked the fine print on that perfect cut of meat? It's easy to miss, and that's exactly the point. But now that you know, you have a choice. Season it yourself at home. You control the flavor, you keep your money, and you actually get what you paid for. This isn't just about avoiding waste, it's about reclaiming control at the grocery store. And trust me, once you go back to real meat with real flavor, you'll wonder how you ever settled for anything else. Ready for the next one? It gets worse. Pre-cut fruits and vegetables. We've all been there, standing in the produce aisle, short on time, staring at that neat little plastic container of sliced fruit thinking, this'll save me a few minutes. But here's the truth. You're paying up to 4 times more for someone else to do a job that takes you maybe 30 seconds at home. And what do you get in return? Fruit that spoils faster, loses flavor, and often looks half dead by the time you open it. Those pre-cut strawberries? Already on their last breath. That melon? Browned and watery before dinner even starts. Let's talk real life. Have you ever opened one of those fresh fruit trays, ready to enjoy a healthy snack, only to find a sad, soggy mess inside? It's frustrating, and worse, it's wasteful. Supermarkets bank on your craving for convenience, but what they're really selling is overpriced disappointment. You're not just buying food, you're buying time that vanishes the second that fruit hits the air. Oxygen starts breaking it down immediately. That means you pay more to get less shelf life, less taste, less value. Here's the question. How many times have you bought those trays, thrown out half the contents, and still gone back for more? It's a trap. One designed to make your grocery bill balloon without you even noticing. Instead, buy whole produce, cut it yourself, and store it properly. Not only will it taste fresher, but it'll last longer, and you'll save serious money over time. This one's a silent wallet drainer, and it's just the beginning. Wait until you hear number 7. 8. Shredded or pre-sliced cheese packs. Think about this. When's the last time that bag of shredded cheese melted the way you expected it to? You toss it on a pizza or into a grilled cheese, but instead of that creamy, gooey stretch, you get a weird, grainy half melt. Ever wonder why? It's because of cellulose, a fine, tasteless powder added to pre-shredded cheese to prevent clumping. Sounds harmless, right? Except it also blocks the cheese from doing what cheese should do. And guess what? You're paying more for that compromised experience. Let that sink in. Grocery stores charge you a premium for a product that's literally less functional. It's like buying a sports car that won't go over 40 mph. You're not just paying extra for convenience, you're sacrificing quality. It's a trap hidden in plain sight. A bag of pre-shredded cheese can cost 30% more than a block of the same kind. So not only are you spending more, you're getting less melt, less flavor, and more additives. It's a lose-lose unless you take control. So here's the fix. Buy the block, shred it yourself. It takes seconds, and the difference is night and day. You'll taste it, feel it, even see it in your dishes. Plus, you cut out unnecessary fillers and stretch your grocery budget at the same time. This isn't just about cheese. It's about paying attention to what they're slipping past you in the name of convenience. Stick with me. The next one might actually shock you. 7. Prepackaged salad kits. You walk through the produce aisle, see a neatly sealed salad kit and think, hey, that's easy, that's healthy. It feels like a win, a shortcut to eating clean. But here's the cold, hard truth. Those prepackaged kits are one of the most frequently recalled grocery items in America. Why? Because they're breeding grounds for contamination. Listeria, Salmonella, E. coli, it's all been found in these so-called healthy bags. You think you're making a safe choice, but what you're actually doing is rolling the dice on your dinner. Let's get real. How often do you buy one of these kits only to find that the lettuce is already browning or slimy before the expiration date? And the little pouches of toppings? Half stale, half processed junk. That $5 bag might look like convenience, but it's overpriced risk wrapped in plastic. Grocery stores know these kits sell fast, and because they're pre-mixed, one bad batch can spread bacteria through the whole thing. You wouldn't gamble on your health at a fast food joint, so why do it at the supermarket? Here's the better move. Buy the greens fresh, grab your own toppings, and keep dressing separate. You get more control, better freshness, and real peace of mind. Plus, your salads will taste way better without the chemical aftertaste or soggy textures. Trust me, your gut and your wallet will thank you. Oh, and if this one made you pause, just wait until you hear what people are wasting thousands on every year without even realizing it. Keep watching. If even one of these grocery traps made you raise an eyebrow or rethink your last shopping trip, then do something powerful right now. Hit that like button and subscribe to Frugal Daily. This channel exists for you, to help everyday shoppers cut through the noise, dodge the scams, and finally take back control of their money. We drop honest, eye-opening content every week to help you save smarter, live better, and stop wasting cash on things that aren't worth it. All right, back to the list. Bottled water for daily use. This one might sting a little, because millions of Americans fall for it every single day. Bottled water feels safer, cleaner, more refined. But in reality, most U.S. tap water is just as clean. In some cities, it's actually safer than what you get in that fancy plastic bottle. And yet, we're spending billions every year on something we already have at home. Why? Clever marketing, a shiny label, the illusion of purity. But here's the truth. You're not paying for better water. You're paying for packaging. Think about this. Bottled water can cost up to 2,000 times more than tap. That's not a typo. Imagine paying $40 for a cup of coffee. Sounds insane, right? But that's the math when you buy water in bottles day after day. And here's the kicker. Most of it is just filtered municipal water. The same stuff you could get from your kitchen sink with a $20 filter. Add to that the mountain of plastic waste and suddenly your healthy habit starts looking like a financial and environmental disaster. So here's the fix. Invest in a good home filter and a reusable bottle. That one-time purchase can save you hundreds a year, reduce waste, and give you peace of mind about what you're drinking. Let me ask you this. Are you really okay paying premium prices for a basic human need that's already in your house? If not, it's time to make the switch. 5. Instant rice and microwave pouches. At first glance, $2.49 for a quick pouch of rice doesn't seem like a big deal. It's just a small splurge for a little convenience, right? But here's where it adds up. Fast. When you're buying these packs every week, maybe even daily, you're not just spending a few extra bucks. You're pouring hundreds down the drain every year. And for what? A tiny serving of something that costs pennies to make in bulk. This is the definition of a silent budget leak. And it's happening right under your nose. Let's talk value. A 1-pound bag of dry rice can feed you for days, sometimes weeks, for less than the cost of a single microwave pouch. It takes just a few minutes to cook, and once it's done, you've got portions ready for the entire week. And here's the real kicker. The taste and texture are way better when you make it yourself. Those pouches, they're often gummy, bland, and packed with preservatives to stretch shelf life. You're paying more to enjoy it less. Here's the real question. How much are you willing to pay to avoid cooking rice? Because at these prices, it's not about saving time, it's about giving up your control and your cash. Meal prepping. A few servings takes less time than scrolling Instagram, and it's the kind of small habit that adds up to big savings over time. Think about it. Would you rather keep throwing away dollars for convenience, or finally take back control of your grocery bill? And just wait until you see what's coming up. This next one is hiding in plain sight, right in your pantry. 4. Pre-portioned snack packs. They look innocent enough, A few crackers, a slice of cheese, maybe a couple of grapes. Perfect for lunch boxes, road trips, or that quick snack fix. But here's the problem. Those tiny packs come with a giant markup. You're often paying double, sometimes even triple, the price of what you'd spend on the same items in bulk. Why? Not because the food is better, but simply because it's cut up, divided, and shoved into cute little plastic compartments. You're not paying for food, you're paying for packaging. Think about it. A block of cheese and a box of crackers will stretch across weeks of snacks. Meanwhile, those single-serve snack packs are gone in one sitting and leave your wallet emptier every time. It's one of the sneakiest traps in the grocery store because it feels convenient. But over time, it's bleeding your budget dry. Worse, it creates more waste. More plastic wrappers for something you could have portioned yourself in seconds. Let me ask you, is a little convenience really worth the long-term cost? You already have the tools: Ziploc bags, reusable containers. Take 5 minutes at the start of your week to prep your own snack portions and watch how quickly your savings add up. You get more food, more control, and less financial regret. And if this one caught you by surprise, wait until you hear what's next. It's sitting in your medicine cabinet, and it's draining your wallet without you even realizing it. 3. Brand name OTC medications. Let's talk about one of the most common money traps sitting quietly in your bathroom cabinet. That shiny red and white box of Tylenol. It looks official, trustworthy, comforting even. But flip it over and compare the label to the store brand sitting right next to it. Same dosage, same active ingredient, same safety standards. The only real difference? The brand name and the price tag. You're paying more, sometimes double, for packaging and marketing, not better medicine. Grocery stores and pharmacies count on one thing: your trust. Big brands spend millions to make their packaging look premium, their commercials sound convincing, and their names feel like the safe choice. But here's the truth. Generics are legally required to meet the same FDA standards. That means when you buy store-brand ibuprofen, acetaminophen, allergy meds, or cold relief, you're getting the exact same treatment, just without the fancy label. It's not just a smart move, it's backed by science. So the next time you're standing in that pharmacy aisle, ask yourself this: do you want to heal your headache or hurt your budget? Because unless that logo on the box personally cures your symptoms, it's not worth the markup. Make the smarter choice, grab the generic, and move on knowing you just beat one of the easiest traps in the supermarket. And speaking of marketing lies, the next item pretends to be healthy, but your body and your bank account know better. 2. Bottled fruit juices. Let's be honest. How many times have you picked up a bottle that says 100% juice and thought, at least this is healthy? You're not alone. That label is designed to make you feel like you're making a smart choice. But here's the truth. If it tastes like candy, it's because it basically is. Bottled fruit juice is one of the most misleading items in the grocery store. Stripped of fiber, packed with natural sugars, and pasteurized to last on the shelf, what's left isn't much better than a fruit-flavored soda. Think about this. Eating an orange is healthy. Drinking the juice of 4 oranges in one sitting, without any of the fiber, that's a sugar bomb. Bottled juices spike your blood sugar just like soda does, with none of the chewing, none of the fullness, and all of the crash. And what's worse, it's marketed as a wellness product. Heart healthy, immune support, no added sugar, all phrases designed to distract you from what it really is: expensive sugar water in a colorful bottle. So here's your moment of truth. Are you buying juice or buying into the marketing? If it's a fruit you love, eat it whole. You'll get the nutrients, the fiber, and the satisfaction, without the empty calories or the price tag. Grocery aisles are full of health illusions, but once you start seeing through them, there's no going back. And speaking of illusions, the #1 grocery scam is something almost every kitchen has, and it's draining your health and your cash. Don't miss this. 1. Seasoning packets and salt-heavy mixes. It sounds harmless, right? A quick packet of taco seasoning or an all-purpose spice blend, throw it in the cart, add it to dinner, done. But flip that packet over and look at the ingredients. What's listed first? Salt. Not herbs, not spices, just cheap, flavorless filler. Then comes MSG, sugar, preservatives, and ingredients you can't even pronounce. You're not seasoning your food, you're masking it. And here's the kicker. These tiny packets often cost way more per ounce than buying actual spices. It's the most overpriced dust in the grocery store. Ask yourself this: would you pay $3 for a mix that's 80% salt, 15% sugar, and 5% actual seasoning. Because that's exactly what's happening. These packets are designed to make cooking easier, but what they really do is strip you of control over your food. You don't get to decide how salty it is. You don't get to adjust for flavor. You just dump in whatever blend the manufacturer thinks will sell, not what's best for your health or your taste buds. It's lazy cooking disguised as convenience, and it's robbing you blind. Here's the better way: make your own blends. It takes less than 30 seconds, and you'll get fresher flavor, better control, and a fraction of the cost. The American Heart Association recommends limiting sodium, and this one simple change can have a huge impact. Plus, once you taste your own seasoning mix on tacos, roasted veggies, or chicken, you'll never go back. So now you know. The #1 grocery item to avoid at all costs isn't even food. It's a flavor illusion. Ready to shop smarter? Because this isn't about spending less, it's about spending right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.